Hey everyone, I'm currently working on a mini album for my niece who turned 8 recently. I'm using a scallop mini chipboard album that I found in the dollar bin at Michael's, and I went ahead and adhered some pattern paper from the 6x6 Just Chillin line by Making Memories. And I realized that I hadn't recorded how I adhered and trimmed that. I'll show you at a video down the road. So I'm adhering these chipboard letters that I found from Anna Griffin. Again, found them by chance in the clearance section, grabbed them, thought that they would work well, and they do. And that little butterfly is also from the Just Chillin line for Making Memories. It's a collection of cardstock, glittered elements that match the line. So these little mini letters I'm for Making Memories, and I thought that I would need to, the first time I used them, so I thought I'd have to use my craft knife, but my fingers work just great. And I'm taking a marker from Stampin Up, a black marker, just to add an apostrophe, so it says Emily's B-Day. And I decided, let me switch to the back page and see what I can do there. So I'm pulling out a few of these little cardstock elements again from the collection, and I really like that little journaling spot, and so I was trying to figure out how to get that onto the page, and I thought, well, first let me go ahead and chalk that picture. I mounted it on white cardstock and then chalked it with this pink chalk ink from Color Box. It's the primary collection. I can't remember what it's officially called, but it's the pink in that collection. And I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to tie that journaling spot. It just seemed to not fit right. So I pulled out more of these little cardstock elements and tried different colors and ribbons, and it just wasn't working. So I then found this yellow one, and it seemed to match a lot better. So that's what I decided to use. And just to tie it in, I went ahead and chalked the edge with that same pink chalk ink again. To add some depth to the background of the page, I'm taking this background stamp from Stampin' Up, this polka dots, and I inked it up with Perfect Medium because I wanted to use Perfect Pearls, and this was the first time I'd used it. I had never even opened the pack until I'm trying it here. So I found that the Perfect Medium works pretty much just like Versamark does, sticky clear ink, and when you brush on the powder, the pigment powder, it just sticks right to those little dots that are stamped in the Perfect Medium. And it was great. The brush came with the kit, and it came with these 4 different powders, and yeah, they work really great. I know you can use them with water, and so I'll definitely play with them some more and see what else I can do with it. So, but it was good for a first attempt. So it gives a really nice pearly shimmer to the page. You can't really see it very well there. I thought you might see it better, but you can't very well there. But it's very nice if you haven't used it before. And since the background stamp wasn't wide enough, I needed to stamp it again. So just inked it up, and then I was trying to figure out where the polka dot pattern matched up. So I'm just kind of looking around, trying to figure out where the best match will be so I don't have to pull out my Stamp-O-Majig. And there we go, just lining it up. And it worked out pretty well. Actually, I didn't have to use my Stamp-O-Majig, and you can't really see where it started and where the second stamping went. So now I'm just adhering that picture down with just some double-sided adhesive. And now I'm going to pull out some of these ribbons that are also from the collection because I wanted to add something to that little journaling spot. And just threading it through. And even though it's a pretty thin ribbon, I did have to be careful when I was working it through the little punched hole there because I didn't want to tear it. But you just go slowly, and it worked fine. So there it is, just coaxing it through so it doesn't rip the cardstock. And I went ahead and adhered it with Stampin' Up dimensionals. The other foam adhesive, the little foam squares there, were just a little too thick for my liking. I prefer the dimensionals over everything else, just because I don't want. I'm not a big fan of it being so thick that it really leaps off the page. I like it sort of in between, and dimensionals are a perfect size. I also use the end scraps around the sheet of adhesive of dimensional tape there. So if you use dimensionals, don't throw those away. Save it. It works great. And again, just spent lots of time trying to figure out what accents I wanted to put on this page. So here I am just trying to figure out buttons to see if maybe I wanted to add buttons to this page. These are all from Basic Gray. It's I have a couple of different color sets that are just all in one box, so I'm not even sure which ones are for which anymore. Didn't care for them, so I thought maybe I'd see how they look on the front page, and while I was kind of playing around, I decided that I wanted to raise the wings of that butterfly. It was starting to look a little two-dimensional for my liking, so I just raised up the top of the butterfly with some more dimensionals. And didn't care for the buttons, but I did find my flowers. These are from Prima, and decided to adhere these down just to give a little bit more depth to the page. Just using some glue dots to layer my flowers and then adhere them down onto the page. It's funny, the only flowers I seem to have are bright pink. I don't have a lot of flowers, but I finally, so I don't get a chance to use them all that often, but they worked great for this page. These little gemstones I found in the dollar bin at Joann's, and the color's perfect. That sort of turquoisey aqua color was great for this page. Really brought out, highlighted the blue in that butterfly. And eventually I did find a use for the buttons. I decided to put that in the center of the flower. I found a little tiny yellow one and adhere that down. And that pretty much finished off the cover. I sort of ran out of time to keep working on the back side of that page, but I'll keep working on it in the next video. But anyway, I hope you like it. Talk to you soon. Bye.